couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So the Kentucky Wildcats return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Kentucky right back to the line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the...
And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. The 30. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
First down here for the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
You know, it's difficult for QB sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
The Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Handoff to the single running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Kentucky going quickly.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react to getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They're going to run it. The Wildcats have a first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it.
They're going to ride this running back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Snap from the gun on third down. Ball in the air, intercepted. Touchdown, Wolverines. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
He'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Wildcats will hustle to the line. From the gun on third down. They're bringing heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. And the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You've got to keep defenses off balance.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Line getting set on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
And he's running in the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On target over the middle. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 2nd down coming up. They keep attacking through the air. It's complete on the right side. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. That's caught. It's Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
We hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
Snags it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the Big House when it's full and rocking as it is today in Ann Arbor. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Running back searching for a hole. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They go to the ground. Got some room headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Out of the end zone. And the returner will be dragged down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now on second down after the incompletion. Power football with the run. The spin, still on his feet. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. Right back to the well. At the 35, he's got room. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Snagged in the middle. It's York. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's right on target. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. They're testing the right side here. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Now on 3rd down after that run. Looking to throw for it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They'll try to pick up the 1st. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got room at the 35. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ramsauer. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Makes the grab down the middle.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You go to the middle of the field on the slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Snags it over the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll go to the air. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now it's second and goal. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The game plan was simple on defense. They had to find a way to contain one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football. And guys, not only have they contained him, they've completely shut him down. This offense has no points in this game. Remarkable job by the defense.
This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally find the end zone? Leaves it with the back. Jumped on top of the pile. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. It's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. You're not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working, and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well, because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Then the short completion brings up second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is